not knowing anything about what was going on, how we were going to fix it, if he was going to live. I don't scare very easy, but that was probably the most frightening days in my life.
Cooper was about 2 weeks old, and we noticed that he wasn't really eating a whole lot and wasn't gaining weight, and he didn't have any bowel movements. I'd take him in for checkups and ask, is this normal? And he said, well, sometimes they have their own routine, it takes them longer. All of a sudden one day, I had got done eating and projectile vomited. Like everything, it seemed like everything he had eaten for the week. I knew something wasn't right, so we went back to the doctor. We were in there for 10 days. I remember late at night, and my mom was holding him, and he projectile vomited feces, and his pediatrician got called and did a little bit of research. Didn't take him very long. He diagnosed him with Hirschsprung's disease. They decided that the next morning he would be transferred down here to the Children's Hospital.
All of a sudden we found out that he had some disease that was extremely rare, along with the severity of it being even more rare.
Hirschsprung's disease is where the ganglion cells in your large intestine or colon don't work properly, and in Cooper's case, he had no ganglion cells in his colon. His cells in his intestine weren't pushing stuff through, and so he wasn't able to keep anything down. Every time he would try to eat, he would just throw it back up. So they did a biopsy of his colon to see how much of it was actually working. I think in a lot of cases with Hirschsprung's, it's a smaller portion of the colon that they have to remove, but in Cooper's case, it was all of it. None of it worked, and they removed some of his small intestine and his appendix, and after that, they reconnected it. So he was able to go to the bathroom normally. After his first surgery, we thought things were going fairly well for him. He was about 4 years old when he started getting really sick again. He had a lot of stomach infections, and we were here what seemed like to be all the time, probably at least a week out of every month for 9 months to a year, and he started having problems with his small intestine being enlarged and stuff not moving through like it should be again. And so they decided to do an ileostomy at the time and give him a bag to let his intestine just relax and heal. And 3 months later, they did a reversal and also made a J pouch out of his small intestine, so the nutrients would stay in his system longer because he still wasn't really gaining weight like they wanted him to or growing like he should be.
The care team was always extremely informative. The staff and their knowledge, their humor, their interaction, you couldn't ask for a better place.
To my doctors and nurses, the first thing I'd do would be to hug them, and I'd say thank you, and thank you for fixing me, and thank you for helping me. This hospital means like so much to me, and the doctors here are very good at what they do, and I'm very lucky to be here right now.
To me, this children's hospital means that I'm going to be able to watch my son grow up. It also means that we do have a place to go in case there are any further issues with his Hirschsprung's disease. Just having that security blanket means a lot to me.